People in the city would pay a fortune for that.
Absolutely. As I said, you know, Jerry probably got 1 million tonnes of just that. The rest was clay. If it was only worth $50 a tonne, which it would cost to carry it here, he's made $100 million. It's not a bad job.
Of course, he's very appreciative of that.
Oh, absolutely. And this is what Sturt described when he came to these wetlands. He said these are not rivers. These are not rivers as we understood them to be in England. They appear to be a series of wetlands, exactly what you're seeing, about every 150 miles out on the plains of the Murray-Darling system, 50 miles across and 50 miles deep, which Hucko described. We just saw all the mulch, a step diffusion system of broadacre hydroponics. Now, this last flood came through and pushed reeds over, which would now be 14 feet high down there, and the plants just grew back again, and all this has grown, this little piece, since January 1, when it was all flattened.
The 1st of May, 5 months. And you can see when they first came, if this was 50 miles high, wide,
and 18 feet high, which a lot of it was.
Fairly impenetrable.
Well, if you didn't know whether there was alligators or whatever in there, would you go in that far?
No. They put a fire through it, let the stock in.
Actually, what actually happened, the riverboats really wrecked those areas. They were too extensive for the stock to be so damn. Stock did these small areas, and then the riverboats would burn out the reeds in the wintertime, and then they didn't realise that they were destroying the whole system. They see there's enough flotation in there for a paddle boat to go through.
Okay.
And there were deep channels, but the reeds were able to keep enough water 4 or 5 feet deep that the paddle boats could work through. And then, of course, when they burnt them out, then let the head wall cut go, and the whole river crashed, you know, within about 15 years.
Yep. What's the difference between if you've got a plant system doing this as opposed to going and building concrete weirs?
Oh, there's no way that, because it moves, it's just that huge change between wets and dries that the concrete, you could design stuff that would go in, but you have to know what you're doing, and you can use rocks, but the plants, we can show the plants do it themselves. And that what they're doing is solving all the other environmental problems we've got. Salinity, rocks, weirs are only going to marginally change that. They do change it, but they don't change it enough. So we're getting agricultural products every day.
Yes.
We're fixing the carbon problems in the atmosphere.
Yep.
And we could very easily improve landscape productivity to up to 20 times as much. So we then produce 20 times as much in sort of a fraction of the area, even 1/10 of the area. And so we've then got the rest of the landscape photosynthesizing. And when you talk about this today, people don't understand that this stuff is able to happen.